Three, two, one, we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Referral Partner Acquisition Show. My name is Willa Nagnos. If you're new to the Referral Partner Acquisition Group, where this video is currently being live and hosted, in this group, every Friday I go live and I help you, mortgage professionals, acquire referral partners. Whether that's helping you how to locate them, connect with them, follow up with them, and use strategies that help you make more money and save more time so that you can hit your goals that you've set for yourself. So today's topic is a value proposition or a selling point, a unique value proposition or a unique selling point, also known as the UVP, unique value proposition, or the USP, unique selling point. Now, however, they both mean the same thing. However you go about it, that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm sure your broker or you yourself have heard about this or talked about it to your team or with your team. Unique value proposition is the most important thing any business owner or anyone running their own business, even if you're a broker sponsored at Nexa, you're still running your own business. That is your way of sticking out from the competition. So something unique about yourself doesn't have to be work related. It just has to be about you. It can be that you speak a second language. It can be that you have a unique experience and you can build a business around that personality because people are going to want to work with you, not the company sponsoring you. So a unique value proposition, again, I'll rephrase, is something of unique value that you provide to someone, something that someone else will find valuable, which means when they connect that value to you, they would want to work with you, send you referrals, things that you want. And so you've probably been taught you must have a unique value proposition and you must be able to get that out there to as many real estate agents as possible. Now, real estate agents, they typically want to know three things. How you help your clients and your client reviews as proof of concept, what you can do to help the realtor grow their business, not just sending them leads, but how can you actually help them grow the business? Sending them a lead is just a name and a number and it's work for them. But what can you do to actually help them fix their operations, speed up processes, and at the end of the day, make more money? What can you do to help them do that? And then the third thing they ask for is, and I'm losing my train of thought right now, but we are live. So I am human. This is not AI. This is, well, I'm blanking out, but it's okay. How you help their clients. So reviews, realtors always ask for that. How can you help them? Oh, and what makes you different, which is where the value proposition comes in. So those three things, what makes you different? How do you help clients, your client reviews? And what can you actually do to provide value to me? So when you notice top producers, they have two things that they have in common. It's a referral network and a value proposition, which is how they got that network in the first place. And when I ask my potential clients when they're interviewing with me to work with us to help them get referral partners, I always ask everybody, what's your value proposition? And with the people who struggle the most in business, the people who are not getting as many referrals that they want, the ones that are losing their referral partners, the ones who don't have their follow-up processes and systems in place, don't have their technology in place to make the things happen for them. They tell me, and I've written it down, what I hear is my unique value proposition is that we have the best programs, or we have the lowest rates, or I am available on weekends after hours. My communication is the best in the world. And my desire to help everyone get into a home, that's my calling in life. Okay, that's all good. Let's pretend, and this is going to help you a lot. Let's pretend that everyone, all your competition, everyone that you're competing against, whether it's your next door, mortgage team or whatever. Let's assume that everyone has the same programs, which I think that's actually true already. But let's assume everyone's really got the same programs. Everybody really has the same rates. Everybody has the exact same desire to help people get into their dream home, and everyone has the exact same communication skills. Let's assume that, okay? Because that's what everybody tells me, which means that's what they're telling to their realtors, which means that's what realtors are hearing every single day, and it's not they're bored hearing it. They're they expect to hear it. They expect you to say, "Well, I can communicate even if you can or cannot." Even if you can or cannot, you're still going to say it because that's what's going to get people to want to work with you, right? Maybe 20 years ago, wrong. Let's assume that everyone has the same program, same rate, same desire, and same communication, and anything else that I've missed. In that world, how are you going to grow your business if everyone has the same rates, same communication, same programs, same desire? What makes you unique? Why is a realtor going to want to partner up with you? A lot of you who are watching this right now, by the way, if you're watching this live, please comment live. And if you're watching this in the replay, please comment replay so I know when you're watching this. In that world, how are you going to grow your business if you are like everybody else? How are you going to be able to convince someone, you don't use them, use me, and this is why? Because if you say this is why, because I have low rates, best program, blah, blah, in a world where that's already the case, what makes you different? And a lot of people don't have an answer when I ask them. I can't help you if you don't have a value proposition. What we can develop one together. That's a whole new conversation. That's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. But if you don't have one, all your prospecting is like spinning wheels. You're having all these conversations, you're meeting all these people, you're networking. 10 years goes by. You tell me. 10 years of saying I have low rates, I have good programs. Has that really gotten you to your goal? Maybe it has. Hopefully it has. But for everyone I speak to from my marketing research, because I talk with you guys every week, the answer is no. I speak with people who've been doing this for 15 years, even 20 years, and they still tell me, well, I have the best rates. Then if that's the case, why are you asking me for help? So there's some sort of like, I gotta show you the mirror so you can look into it. And that's okay. That's a part of coaching, I guess. So what are you going to do to be different? What is your unique value proposition going to be? If you don't have one, you need to go develop one and refine your entire business model around this is how I help realtors. Any realtor that works with me is going to get this support, this resource, this guidance, and this value at the end of the day. And that value will help them generate more business, grow their network, make more money, get more referrals, save more time. The list goes on. So okay, now let's go back to the real world. Because we live in the real world, and according to you guys do have basically the same programs. You guys do basically have the same rates. Everyone has a different desire to help the homeowner, and that's unfortunate. There should be a 10 out of 10, but we're all humans. There's some bad loan officers out there who just don't care. They just want to make the money. But that person is still going to say, my mission in life is to get you into their home. They're still going to say that, whether they mean it or not. So by you, who actually means it, saying it doesn't mean anything to the realtor, because people who lie are saying the same things. And same thing for, I can pick up my phone on the weekends and I'm available after hours. Even people who lie about that are saying that. So you sound like everybody else. And if you sound like everybody else, how are you going to earn the business as opposed to your competition earning the business? Why does competition win? Or if two competitors are competing, why does one come out on top? Usually because they've done something different that was effective. So if you're watching this and you have a value proposition that sounds like everybody else's, that's the first thing you need to adjust. I'm going to help you today with some ideas. Because if you call me and you say, hey, I need help prospecting, and I say, hey, I can help you, and I can help you get referral partners, but your value proposition is not good, and you're not willing to work with me to develop one, then No matter how many open houses you go to, no matter how many phone calls you make, no how many messages you send on social media, you're gonna hit a plateau because you sound like everybody else. And God forbid you have to leave the business because you never broke through. So I'm gonna help you break through today. And you need to have a value proposition in order to do that. So here are some ideas. These are some ideas that I've personally developed, packaged up, given to my clients for free to then learn and then use that to teach their realtors. And then their value proposition is all about I help realtors do this. So one of those things is a Google business page. Lots of realtors don't have a Google business page. And by you being the person who helps set them up, you're opening up a channel for them to receive business inquiries from phone calls, emails, clicks, reviews, which get more clients. So asking a realtor, do you have a Google business page? No. Can I help you set that up? That's incredibly valuable for the reasons I just mentioned. Now, if they already have one, you can go a little bit deeper. Are you generating any business from Google? No. Oh, I can help you with that. And then you schedule a second phone call to help them with that, which gets you in the door twice. And you actually have to have a strategy, of course, but let's assume that I've already helped you do that or you've already figured it out yourself. Google business page, help them generate business off Google. That can be through posting on Google. That can be through helping them get more reviews on Google. Review reputation is a whole industry in itself that I can help you with. So that's something that you can help them with. Another one, LinkedIn outreach and growing their professional network. Ask a realtor, do you ever generate business through LinkedIn? No, that's crazy because I do every day. That's actually true, and my clients do as well. Let me show you how to do that. And then you show them how to do that. And you schedule a second call or a third call, and you and each call is like a date, and you're getting to know each other each and every moment that you're hanging out. And that's how a relationship is developed. You're hanging out, you're helping them, you're providing value with something other than sending them a lead. They don't win with leads, they win with information, strategies, and tools. So that's two right there. I just gave you Google and LinkedIn. Moving on. What if you don't like the, what if you're not tech savvy, even like at the basic level? Open house strategies. There are open house applications, tools, tips, and tricks to help you save time at open houses, to help you generate actual leads at open houses, and to have a better experience for all the visitors, aka leads, and co-marketing opportunities. So open house strategies. Be the person that helps realtors have the best open houses. Lead reactivation. A lot of realtors have dead leads sitting on an Excel sheet. Have a strategy that helps them revive those dead leads. Have systems and automations in place that do that for them because they probably don't have those systems themselves. And if they do have those systems, maybe they're not using them. So, if you don't, if they have a system, they're not using it, then do they really have a system? And then I'll give you one more. I'll give you guys 5 tips. There's like 100 I can give you, but there's 5 more, or I'll give you one more, which is 5. Webinar co-hosting. So be the loan officer, be the broker that has all their webinar software set up, all the funnels, all the marketing. Be the person that say, hey, I have my webinar software set up. Do you want to join me on all the webinars that I host? And together we're going to generate buyer leads, first-time home buyer leads. We can run ads. We can not pay anything to Facebook and just organically post and get people to RSVP. And you will be the person who does all the heavy lifting. They just have to show up and co-host the webinar with you. And that's a great way to build a relationship, get them in front of your network, which is very valuable to them, and teaching them the whole webinar life. Because a lot of people, they don't do webinars. They're a lot of work. You may do one and never do one again because it's a lot of work until you get used to it. It's like editing videos. It's a lot of work until you get used to it. So I hope you guys found value in this live today. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. You need a value proposition in order to prospect. And if you don't, you shouldn't prospect. But this is the order of how you should do things. get your value proposition, and then prospect every day. Because if you don't prospect every day with a value proposition that you know is an irresistible offer, something that a realtor is not going to say no to. A realtor is not going to say no to opening up their Google channel for business because they know they've neglected it. They're not going to say no to that. So have your unique value proposition, prospect every day. And if you prospect every day, you will consistently get in front of realtors who send you business. And if you have realtors, you'll consistently get business from them. But you have to do these in that that will happen in that order. If you just prospect without a unique value proposition, it'll be hard to actually acquire long-term, genuine friendships slash referral partnerships. And one thing I'll end up with, if you don't have a unique value proposition, you got to get one together. And if you're not consistently prospecting, it's going to be hard for you to get consistent contacts. But you shouldn't prospect without a strategy. And it all starts with, what are you offering? You're not selling something besides a relationship. And remember that. So I hope you guys found value here. If you do need help refining a value or developing and refining a value proposition to then market to realtors or to anybody, like for example, if you're a certified divorce lending professional, that having certificate is a great thing to get in front of divorce attorneys. So have your value proposition, contact me if you need help with that. And again, if you found this video valuable, please let me know in the comments below. Get your value proposition in place because, no matter how much networking you do, no matter how much time you spend, if you don't have a unique value proposition, you may be wasting your time, and I don't want that. So take the weekend to create your value proposition, and then by Monday, start prospecting. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys found this valuable. Please like, please comment, please love the video so I know that you guys found this valuable. And I'll see you guys in the next episode next Friday. Really quick, if you're wondering what should be my next step, I do have a value proposition. What do I do next? I want to prospect. I want to follow Will's proven strategy. Pinned at the top of this group, there is a free proven strategy for beginners to follow. Start with that. If you see the value, but you don't want to spend the time to do it, and you want to have us do it, then schedule a call with me so that we can speed up the process to getting you more referral partners. Have a great weekend. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.